Sometimes it's a mystery, a little secret. Sometimes it's not. What is in the case of a billiard player and three cushion? Sometimes it's normal, like a cue, like the gloves, like a piece of chalk. Sometimes it's much more than that. We show you what's in the case of Frédéric Caudron, player of AGP.
Yes, I show you first of all my cue case, of course, normal cue case with my website on it. So the people can visit my website and put some messages and whatever and show and see all my different products. So I start by the cue. Seems very important for a billiard player. This is my the model that I use every time normally. It has a special joint made by Layani. Is a conical joint closed very easily. This is made specially by Layani. It helps to give a very good energy. You don't lose energy between the butt and the shaft. This is the cue that I use is very special. The butt is thinner than normal. Let's say that a normal cue has 33 diameter. Mine has almost 30. So it's very thin, and I like it's made specially for me.
You play this tournament with this?
This is my cue, the cue that I use every time.
Every
let's
time
say.
three cushion.
Yes. These are my three cushion shafts, depending sometimes on the tables, the balls. Normally, always using the same shaft. This is the shaft number 1 at the moment. Let's say. Those are all the same. And this one is a little longer. Sometimes when the feeling is different, I use a little longer shaft. I use in general heavy shafts. I like when the balance it's a little in the front. Let's say I play more or less 535 grams together, and my shafts are always minimum 125 grams.
Frédéric, when you open your case, how do you recognize this shaft?
I can recognize easily, first of all, by the tip, by the shaft. Sometimes it's more dirty, let's say. The ferrule is different. But this one is also always next to the butt, so I can recognize. But when I mix all, I recognize all the shaft because they have all a different ferrule, the color sometimes, the tip is different, so I can recognize very easily. Next to this, I have a second one, which is also thinner behind because I always use this way. This one is just a little lighter. It's almost 10 grams lighter. Sometimes it can be better according to the table. Normally, I don't use it, but it can be. Next to that, I have two different shafts that I will not use in this tournament. I have one shaft for baulk line and one shaft for one cushion. The length is just a little different. Let's say this is the three cushion shaft is longer, one cushion is just between, baulk line is a little shorter. I will not use here, I always have in my cue case in case I have to make an exhibition or whatever. That's it for the cue.
Cues.
Let's go
To the gloves?
We go this way. We start here.
Okay.
All this is to work on this one is for the tip. It has sandpaper. It makes that the choke is sticking very good on the tip. Just a very soft sandpaper. This is used for the shaft. When the shaft is not sliding very good in the finger, I use this one. This one is to make the tip have a very good form, just not coming out on the ferrule. So I use very, very often. This is in case a little very soft sandpaper that I use on the shaft when it's humid in the room. It happens that the cue is not sliding very, very nicely, properly. So I use this. It makes it slide very good. And all these sandpapers I use to put the tip in a good shape when I need it. Normally I don't use it in the tournament. I always have when I need it. Let's go further. I have different gloves that I use for myself. The color is a little according to the dress that I use. Of course, you don't put red with blue. You put blue with blue. It's according to the dress of the team in the tournament. We go this way. Towel Very important when we.
Special tower.
Not
Tower,
special. It's
I think from
this is a present I get from Zundert for a
Yes.
tournament. But I have many small towers like that. It fits easily in the cue case. When you are sweating, it's very
You
important,
use it
of course.
during the match.
I use it during the match.
Sometimes,
I make
yes.
it a little wet, so
Yes.
when it's very hot,
Mhm.
you refresh yourself. It's very nice, very important. The stickers of my sponsor, Cosum is a very important sponsor in the billiard world. Those are my sponsors: Liani Cues, Simonis Billiard Cloth, very important sponsor for all federation, all tournaments. G&G accountants for counting my money, let's say. No,
You always take it with you in your case.
I have it always with me because this is a national sponsor. Normally I put it only in Belgium. This is international, and Cosum in case I have place on my dress. Also because they are friends and they work very much for the billiard. So when I have the chance to put it, I put it. So no, I have always the choke is my personal choke made for me. Also, you can find it in the good shops like Cosum, for example. I put my picture so you can recognize it. For choke, this is for sale. I have more just for my own use, of course. I always have
a difference between the chokes, or you always have the
Let's say
same?
that all the choke are more or less classical. They are more or less the same. You have a name, you pay for the name many times. I make for myself a good choke, and I try to be cheaper than most of the choke that you can find in the shops.
Can it happen that you change from chalk and during a match?
Normally not. Normally always the same choke. So you know how the chokes reacts to humidity also. Normally I don't change. It's a very good quality.
Very important to
course.
have good quality.
Of course,
So,
of course.
yes. What is this?
Special bottle because I have some in the summertime some RAG in my eyes. It helps to when it's dry. I put some. Normally I don't use it too much, but you never know. In my cue case, I have always also many things that I can sell to the people who need something, like gloves. Also gloves with my own logo. I have always cues. Normally I have cues. Here I have a small cue case, but normally I have a big cue case, and I can sell many cues, many different models.
After you play the brilliant match, they want to
Sometimes they want to buy my cue. No, I have this for my dress. I even don't remember cufflinks. For my I use this for my shirt when I have a smoking shirt. I can use to close my shirt here. I have a special button when my shirt is too small here. I can use here to make it a little less tight to feel more comfortable. So I think that's all. So there is no secret about that.
No, no.
And it's more or less classical, let's say.
Good filled case.
Yeah.
Danny Sanchez this morning told me some players have their house in their case.
I have normally a much more bigger cue case, and it's very heavy. When I put 6 or 7 cues inside in the big one, it's very heavy. It's not for good for my neck and for my back. But I know I take the small one. It's easier for the tournaments.
Okay, Frédéric Caudron, thank you for the beautiful explanation.
You're
now
welcome.
we know what's in your case.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.